All right, guys. All right, guys. Thanks for showing up. I think we can kick off this hours and get started. As always, this session is being recorded, and we'll do our best to get it up within the next day or so in case people couldn't make it. So we'll kick it off as usual with Fjord platform stats update. So right now we're at 995 million, almost 996 million in total funds raised on the platform. A little over 1.5 billion swap volume, 29.5 in total fees generated on the platform, 687 total LPPs, and a little over 104,000 participants. So what this looks like as like an update from the last office hours 2 weeks ago, the platform's raised through LBPs a little over or roughly $2 million since. There's been an additional 3.5 million in swap volume since then, and as far as fee revenues generated about 150K. There's been 7 new LBPs, maybe a little bit more, and about 500 more LBP participants. So the market is kind of slower right now. Not as much excitement, but we're still moving up. So we like to see that. As far as the total FJO that's been burned, we're at about 680,000 FJO that's been burned, just a little bit shy of 680K. That's 15 burn transactions, and that's 0.68% of the supply. So a little, like nearly 3/4 of 1% of the supply. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. And then moving on to like some Fjord Twitter stats updates. Pretty much across the board from the last 2 weeks, engagement stats have remained fairly consistent. So that's good. Our stats are great. The only thing to kind of highlight is that in the last month or the last 30 days, we've gained nearly 14,000 followers. So this is all totally organic. We're not paying for this. We're not botted out or anything like that. So really great to see this. It's a great sign. And the gained follower rate, just even week over week continues to increase more and more. So we'd love to see it. As far as moving on to community updates, we had a poker night. I think that was last week, maybe the week before. And it was a success. Over 250 people showed up. Unfortunately, we had to restrict it to only 200 people that could play because of the Poker Now platform, I guess, has limits on that 200 people max. But we'll see what we can do about that. Next time around, we'll host the next poker night a month from now. So the prizes were we gave out $500 worth of FJO to the top 3 winners. So yeah, that was great. It was really exciting. It was great to see so many people come out. Side note, unfortunately, some people tried to game the system, and we noticed. So next one that we have, we'll put a little bit more safeguards in place to try and prevent this from happening. But overall, it was a fun time. It was a great session, and stoked for everyone that came out. We're probably going to keep doing this every month because people seem into it. So if you want to earn some FJO and have a little fun, connect with the community, we'll be giving out prize money every month at least for poker. So yeah, come out to the next one if you missed this one. We'll start planning for it, and then maybe put out an announcement in like 2 to 3 weeks as far as the date that we're going to host the next one. Another thing coming up starting Monday next week is we're going to kick off a Fjord meme contest. So this is going to be a series of, I think, 3 different contests at first. We might extend this. So basically every week there'll be a theme of memes that we're going to ask you guys to create for us. And then based on this, people will get rewarded for the best memes that they make. So this is just kind of, another thing to have fun with. Also, if you want to drop it in the gym chat, drop it on Twitter, we love to see it. So another way that you guys can earn FJO just by participating with the community. And then after the meme contest conclude, we'll be doing like some more serious community work, which is a community contest. So we'll be looking, or content contest, excuse me. So it'll be a content contest, making threads, making articles, things like that, that we'll search for whoever, creates the best content for us and puts it online, and they'll get rewarded with FJO. We're going to kind of bump up the prize money for that one a little bit because we think it's just a great opportunity for our community to hop in. And we'll also provide, source content as well, to help you guys out with anything you guys want to create. We'll try and set you guys up for success in that way. So I think that'll be pretty fun, and just in general, net positive for the community, helps get some content out there, get some visibility out there. And then, of course, rewarding you guys with FJO. And then the other thing that we want to see more of is participation in these office hours. Really appreciate everyone showing up here today and the last few sessions. Really appreciate everyone showing up and dropping questions into the AMA channel, or the AMA questions channel here in Discord. So yeah, if you have questions, just keep them coming, keep dropping them into that chat. We want to keep you guys up to date with everything, and anything you guys are concerned about or confused about or just want to get more detail on. We want to make sure we're just like very open, transparent, constantly communicating what's going on. So with that said, active participation in these office hours, we show up consistently and ask good questions, as well as showing up in the LBP AMAs and ask questions for their teams there. We're basically like keeping tabs on everyone who consistently shows up, and those people will be kind of handpicked and rewarded with FJO tokens. So super encourage you guys to do that. We want to reward you guys with tokens. Just if you guys are participating in this community and staying active, we want to show our appreciation. So that's about it on community updates. Moving on to product updates. So next thing basically in the queue are Solana LBPs. So we were planning to launch that yesterday. We had a little bit of hiccups in getting everything ready, but that should be launching. It might have already launched now, but it should be within the next like 12 to 24 hours at the longest. I don't know if Voke, if you know the latest on that. But yeah, I think we have about 17 projects currently in talks with us to launch Solana LBPs. So we're really excited about that. And we're aiming for this to be like a significant new source of activity on our platform, and for more revenues on the platform. There's just, a lot's going on Solana. So super excited about that. And then FJO staking, everyone's like, when staking? So I believe we are getting the audit results back today for the contracts. If not, that might have been last night. And we will be deploying these contracts ASAP, given that there's like no bugs in this round of audits that we can't, quickly address. FJO staking should be going live as soon as, Solana LBPs are out there. Staking is going to come right afterwards. So I know it's been kind of a long wait since we launched the token to get staking out. But yeah, happy to say that's coming very, very soon, ASAP. And then two other updates is we also have began being live on Mantle Network and Linnea Network. So people can launch LBPs on those networks now. I don't know if there's anything else you want to update the community with, Voke, if anything you had top of mind that you think you wanted to leave people with, or if there's, if you have a more up-to-date info on the Solana LBPs, what like the status on that. I'll pass it off to you real quick before we jump into the AMA portion.
No, they're deploying it right now.
They're what?
They're in the middle of deploying it right now, so
Right.
it's gonna
Okay.
be like, effectively immediate, but maybe a couple more hours. I don't know.
Gotcha. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I mean, we're deploying the contracts now, guys, or we're like we're making it happen. So yeah, stoked about that. I think we can hop into the AMA questions portion now. So if any of you guys are want to ask questions, come on up. We'd love to have you up here. Just request to speak, and we'll bring you up. And while we're waiting for people to come up, we can go through the AMA questions channel. So one thing we got here by one of the listeners here is, does Fjord get the fees on the Tapioca LVP? I'm not sure if you know the answer to this, Voke. I know that they're basically launching, and like it's like an integration with our platform. So I'm not entirely sure if we're getting the fees for that or not, but I would guess that
I
we
don't think
are.
we are just because it's integrated. They had already built basically their own LBP for it prior
Gotcha.
to like V2 coming out and everything like that. So
Right.
just a
Okay.
little cross promo.
Gotcha. Yeah, we love the tapioca, guys. But yeah, I mean that'll be that's featured right now on our LBP page at the top, kind of helping each other out, giving them a little bit more visibility. Um, so that's cool. Do you know any alpha on that, Vogue? Like I'm not really too up to date on the whole situation there.
Regarding what, like
Ta-
specifically?
Tapioca DAO is kind of like integrating in with our platform with their own LVP. That's all I really know. I don't know if there's anything
Yeah, I
else
mean
to share.
it's just that it's that simple.
Okay, cool. I mean, okay, that's it, guys. Um, just doing a little bit of cross promotion there. They're using the LVP model with their own platform, but we're kind of helping give them a little bit more visibility. So just helping each other out in the space. Question: why would Tap build their own platform to launch their own token? Um, I don't know, really, to be honest. Maybe they want full control. I mean, we're all builders here. We like doing our own shit and innovating. Um, I don't know if you know anything, Vogue. Like why
No, it's
did?
like I said, they I mean, because from Concave I know as investors in Tap as well. They've had that planned like months upon months upon months ago, like before V2 was even live. So
Got it. Got it. Why not just name Fjord V2 volumes? Not quite sure what you're asking, but I think what you're saying is like, why are we adding in the revenues from Copper Launch versus Fjord V2? Okay. Well, I mean, even though Copper Launch is a different name, I mean, it's still the same platform as Fjord. So it kind of makes sense to give historical figures. However, this week, hopefully, if not this week, definitely this month, I'm going to have our Dune dashboard updated. So it's going to include V1, V2, and then also post TGE figures, because I know people have been asking for that, to give a little bit more transparency into that. And then we're also going to try and kind of beef up the graphs so that people can see month over month data really easily with all like the major stats, because it's kind of hard to just like, no one can really go in there and like pull data month to month. It's really just like kind of static historical, so I want to provide more visibility and ability for people to like dive into the data than we can right now. Buyback and burn. Yeah, totally. I think that'd be great. That's a good idea. I'll be sure to try and include that in there as well. And if you guys have any other suggestions for what you guys want to see on the data side with Dune Dashboard, I'm totally open to suggestions. And if we think it's good enough to throw in there, then I think we'll definitely do it. Yeah, yeah, fudders are gonna fud. Why no buybacks when price is low? How much does the team have available to buy back right now? I don't know if you can answer these questions, but it's a lot of my wheelhouse.
I mean, it's just buybacks with a TWAP, cow swap, so it's getting it as it's low all the time, to be honest. It's been doing it the whole way down.
Gotcha. It's just there's not like a transaction until like a certain amount or something. Like how like I mean I looked
It's
in like
not
the
time
last.
weighted average price.
Right. So yeah, I mean I think you'll
And I think there's like 800,000 right now that's available to use.
Gotcha.
In fact, we just, what was it, yesterday? We just brought the base fees over, which was another 125,000.
Yes, sir. We will keep buying back and burning and destroying that supply. All right. Looks like people are typing some stuff. Wind staking, like hopefully this week, next week, in a few weeks, maybe sooner. Who knows? ASAP. We're on it. All right.
Basically, as soon as the Solana deployment's done, it's all good. It's staking, and yeah, Equinox mentioned already. That audit just got returned for it as well, so it's going to be the next one up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I don't see any questions in the AMA questions chat. I thought there was some more, but nothing. Yeah, we know you guys want staking. We want staking too. It's happening. Without doxing, what's Voke's smooth southern accent draw from? Where's that
I
from?
don't have a southern accent. That's crazy.
Yeah, Voke is not from the south, guys. He just sounds like a smooth badass motherfucker. Got some possible typing. This might be it as far as the AMA portion of today's office hours. If you guys have any questions, come on up or drop some questions in the chat. If not, we'll wrap this up in a couple minutes.
Next one, I'll see if we're ready to drop new product details too.
Oh, all right. That's the alpha for today's session. Possible new product releases coming down the pipeline. Something you guys will not expect. So yeah, we've been thinking a lot and talking a lot, having discussions on what else we can be doing besides what we're already doing. So maybe next office hour session we can release a little bit more details on that.
Yeah, even just to get initial reaction to the idea, and yeah, see what everybody thinks.
Totally. Cool. Well, that's all for today, folks. Thanks everyone for coming out. We always appreciate you guys having our backs here, showing up, and dropping questions. So if you guys have any other questions after this, drop in the AMA questions channel. We'll get back to them in the next office hours, or in the meantime, or just hit us up in Gen Chat.
Pile them up.
Looks like I have a ping in Gen Chat. Oh, never mind. It's just one of us telling us to join. Very cool. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for the AMA session, guys, and thanks for showing up for the updates. We'll have another one of these in 2 weeks. Later this week, we will also have a Twitter Spaces talking about Solana with a couple folks in the Solana ecosystem. So me and Voke will be there, just kind of chatting about Fjord, Solana, things to come, the market, and whatnot. So that'll be this Friday at 6 p.m. UTC, which is 2 p.m. Eastern time. Hope to see you guys out there. I'll probably post like an announcement in the announcement channel later today or tomorrow on that. So set a reminder, show up, earn some FJO by showing up to our AMAs and things. We'd love to see you there. All right, thanks guys. We will see you later.
Later, sirs.